Hi, my name is Firdaus. This research project is titled Development of E-Learning Packages for Leadership Training, and I work on this project together with my supervisor, Ms. Ko Yan Lin. And so, with technological advancements, learning can now be done remotely at one's convenience, and educational content can be easily customized to address various unique situations. And this is especially helpful for police officers whose working conditions are often dynamic and unpredictable. Hence, this project aimed to front-load leadership training materials for participants' self-directed learning. And so, 5 self-directed e-learning packages covering various leadership topics were developed for the SPF leadership training participants to complete before attending in-person leadership training. Interactive e-learning concepts and practices were also incorporated into the development of these self-directed e-learning packages. So to begin, for the e-learning package on SPF's leadership competency framework, role-playing scenarios were actually incorporated to impart subtle interpersonal skills to the participants and to increase their understanding of complex human endeavors. And in this package, the participants had to undertake the roles of an investigation officer, NPC team leader, staff officer, and operations officer. And in each role, participants will encounter several scenario-based activities that were actually based on actual policing experiences in order to improve the engagement, realism, and relevancy of these e-learning packages. And these participants will also need to apply the knowledge that they have learned to complete the activities successfully. And next, for the reflecting journaling and seeking feedback package, the e-learning concept of authentic task was incorporated to improve the participants' self-directed learning. Authentic tasks are coherent and meaningful activities that immerse participants into the demands of real-life environments, thereby connecting their learning with real-life situations. And to educate participants on the best practices for reflecting and journaling in this e-learning package, the participants are immersed into real-life environments such as their bedroom and office desk, and are tasked to identify areas that will be conducive for reflecting and journaling. Similarly, to educate the participants on the best practices for seeking feedback at work, participants are immersed in real-life environments and tasked to identify items that may likely hinder their ability to seek feedback effectively from others. Okay, so next for the e-learning package on communicating effectively, what would you do scenarios were actually incorporated into this package. So such scenarios actually greatly improve the participants' self-directed learning by having the participants compare their submitted responses to the suggested responses. And for this package, it actually begins with a scenario of a complainant expressing anger towards police officers. And the scenario then pauses and asks participants on how they will communicate with the complainant. And upon completing the theoretical segments of the e-learning package, the scenario then resumes again and participants are tasked to apply whatever they have learned and to select a suitable response. Okay, moving on. For the e-learning package on giving effective feedback, modality and contiguity principles were actually incorporated to further improve the participants' self-directed learning. The modality principle basically explains graphics with audio, which actually improves learning as graphics and audio entering the visual and phonetic memories respectively help to actually maximize the working memory capacity. Meanwhile, the contiguity principle actually integrates learning materials by placing words and graphics contiguously. So for the learning activity in this package, the participants had to undertake the role of an NPC team leader, appraise the scenario, seek feedback from other team members, and then provide effective feedback to the deputy team leader in the scenario. And throughout the activity, the graphics, text, and audios were actually integrated contiguously to enhance the participants' learning and maximize their engagement. And finally, the e-learning concept of getting advice from characters was incorporated into the package on support for distress or suicidal officers. And getting advice from characters actually involves scripting out characters representing different point of views that participants would likely encounter with the aim of actually encouraging the mindset of conversing and consulting resources to gather further information. And for this package, the participants are actually tasked to communicate with different characters in a scenario and to determine the officer that is most likely to be distressed and suicidal. And after correctly identifying the officer, the participants will then need to select suitable responses that provide timely intervention for the affected officer. So overall, these interactive e-learning concepts and practices were incorporated to front-load the leadership training materials for the participants' self-directed learning and to then focus in-person segments on knowledge application, thereby enhancing their learning and understanding of the various leadership modules. And thank you.